action. Hi, how the fuck are we doing? Are we good? Good? Okay, good. Welcome back to the Pretty Princess Command Center, episode 4, motherfuckers. It's episode 4. We're gonna have such a good time today. We have some juicy ones today. Not crazy, but there is one that I was like, oh my god, I literally was just in Barnes & Noble and I read a book cover that was literally just like this. So sometimes when I listen to podcasts and it's like where people write things in, I'm like, are we being pranked or is this real life? I'm thinking this is real life. Also, look, I caved for the TikTok shop phone case and I got it. Let's just get right the fuck into this. I don't think we have any updates. Actually, one update. Last week, I couldn't wake up to my alarms. I think I might have been mentioning that meaning the podcast episode. I know that the weekly vlog girls and I talked about it because the weekly vlog girls and I are like this. We tell each other everything. I don't know if we spoke about it. Anyway, last week I was saying how I couldn't wake up to my alarm. I feel like I'm not centered. Is that better? Yeah. I couldn't wake up to my alarm. So anyway, this morning I finally woke up to my alarm. I did set it for 5:30. Okay, there's hair on my face. There's hair on my face. Okay. Anyway, okay, it's not gone. I set it for 5:30. So I actually woke up at 5:30 and I had such a lovely morning and I had such a hard workout. I thought I was either gonna like shit my pants or throw up. And sometimes after my leg workouts I feel that way. So I just need to remember to have a little snack beforehand. Also, I will stop fucking with my hair and my headband and stuff soon. Just give me a moment. Just give your girl some grace, okay? Okay. Also, look at this. Look at this big ass Octo Buddy that we got going on here. I usually like having my square phone case because I like how it feels in my hand, but ever since having this one, it's like kind of slippy. So having this Octo Bunny on it is honestly really great for my mental sanity because it makes me remember like I'm not gonna drop it. But I don't like that I can't put my phone down like this because it'll stick, so I have to put it face down. Let's just get right the fuck into this. So we're gonna start with the juicy one first because I feel like that's so fun. Also, if you guys have any recommendations for what I could call these, and I want to keep it on theme with like the Pretty Princess Command Center, and when I tell you guys I post them, like report to your duty stations, like I think it's a kind of fun little like, it's just like shithead activities and I love it. Anyway, if you have an idea of what to call the submissions, like I don't know, I don't want to call them dilemmas, I don't want to call them problems, I don't want to call them things, like I don't know what to call them, but I want something fun and creative that plays into the whole like command center theme. Anyway, so this is our first one. So fucking take 1. Scene 2, Big Apple. What did they say? Listen to this. There's parts of this one that I don't know if I'm supposed to say because listen, this is going to be one of the biggest cliches, but I nanny for a hot single dad. And then she said the ages, but then she said maybe we don't share that though, just in case people price that it's me. There's been a few spelling mistakes in this one that are just kind of like, I think it's autocorrect. Maybe guess that it's me. So we won't say the age. I think that's what you don't want me to say. So I won't say the ages. I will say the age gap. Let me do the math really quick. It's more than 10 years. Everything's legal, but it's more than 10 years. Not crazy number over 10 years, but just we're in the double digits. Okay. Anyway, at first I thought I was Delulu until we started texting a lot one night. Then he took me to dinner and out for drinks. Then of course, because I was drunk, I stayed the night. Nothing happened besides cuddling. He was incredibly respectful considering I was drunk, and if he wanted to, he could have totally taken advantage of that, and he didn't. Let me just pause right here. That's not respectful. That's humanity. That's common decency. That's common courtesy. I get what you're saying because like, yes, he could have taken advantage of you. He was drunk. You were drunk, but let's not give praise where praise is not due, okay? Let's just call that what it is. Common fucking courtesy. Common human decency. Okay? Okay. We'll start there. Sorry, I lost my spot. In the morning, I was super nervous and thought I should go home, and instead he took me to breakfast and I stayed a few more hours. In the same week, we sort of had 2 more takeout dinner dates. Through all that, he's super flirty and touchy in a sweet, gentle, romantic way. And I could tell he wanted to kiss me so many times throughout those 3 nights. but he was also picking up on my nerves, so he didn't push me, which was nice. But now it kind of stopped, and I don't know what's happening because now I really like him and I wish I wasn't too nervous to kiss him. Everything at work is normal, like nothing is awkward, but it's frustrating. I miss what we were doing because it was fun, and I want him to know I am into him, but I don't want it to be weird now. Also, how do I build a confidence so when a moment does present itself, I'm not overly nervous and miss my chance again? First and foremost, building your confidence in a like regular dating situation, I think you're good. Like, I think if you're willing to be like, yeah, like, let me go out for drinks with my boss, because I guess he's kind of your boss, let me go out for drinks with my boss and then like stay the night with him, like, I don't think it's confidence that you need. I think it's the fact that he's your boss. Like, you nanny, like, you take care of this man's child. So I don't think you need confidence for when a moment presents itself, you're not overly nervous. I think you're literally nervous because it's your fucking boss and you nanny the child that he produced into the world. One, I'm trying to put myself in the mindset, like, if my best friend came to me with this information and I knew like all the details of the family, of the guy, of everything, we're just gonna start with this. I will always be the supportive friend if your choices are smart and they serve you well. I don't know you. I don't know the situation, but I'm invested, and the only reason I'm so like taken aback is one, because like I have friends that nanny, and like the families that they nanny for, like I could just not even like imagine this happening. But also there was a book in Barnes and Noble, and I don't remember what it was, but it was basically this plot line, and I almost got it. I was like, oh, this will be a fun little book. So I'm just like enjoying this tea session right now because I don't have a lot of drama in my life, so this is really interesting. The age difference isn't like super concerning. Like, I wouldn't be like, ooh, like, girl, you need to get the fuck away from that. But I kind of feel like maybe talk to him about it. Like, you're saying nothing's weird at work. Like, nothing's weird. Like, you could still, you know, nanny the kid. Like, he doesn't make anything awkward. You don't make anything awkward. So that's good. That's a good sign. But it's either he is looking at you as like, this is a younger girl and she's right here and I trust her with my kid and she trusts me enough to like nanny for me. So let me just, I don't want to say take advantage because I feel like this situation is very touchy with the words take advantage, but he's seizing an opportunity that has presented itself in his life. He's like, this is a really easy way to get what I want because she's here. My kid won't think it's weird that she's here, and she's young. So, being the devil's advocate, I'm gonna say, I don't necessarily think that what you guys are doing is anything serious to him. Again, I don't know you, I don't know him, you know your own life way better than I do, but I will say, that's what I'll say on that, being the devil's advocate. On the other hand, if you're just trying to have a good time and you're just having fun and it's literally not affecting your job at all whatsoever, which, like, down the line, it could, like, one day, let's say, I don't know, let's say you guys just, like, keep being, like, flirty and, like, casually hook up or whatever for, like, the next year, and then, like, you get a boyfriend 8 months down the line, and he could fire you, you know what I mean? If you're okay with just like fucking around, having fun, like doing whatever, just be like, yeah, like I'll stay the night here, it'll make my commute to work a lot shorter, I say go for it. If you're not getting weird vibes, if you're not feeling taken advantage of, like nothing, like have a good fucking time. You're young, don't worry about it. Like if it's a good time, it's a good time. And if you want to get more confident and ballsy, just literally, like, life is so fucking short. Like, it's a nannying job, and I know that nannying jobs could be like kind of hard to find. So if you really, really like this nannying job and you don't want to sacrifice it and you don't want to like do anything that could mess it up, maybe you don't, but you don't seem to be worried about that. So I say just like fuck it and just be like, so like, are you ever gonna kiss me? Like, or like, I don't know, maybe one of the nights be like, oh hey, so I was thinking that after I put so-and-so to bed, we could get takeout and watch this movie together. So like if you, cause I'm sure if he's like as good of a guy as you say he's being, I'm sure that he's probably like not wanting to push your boundaries. He's probably like, ooh, like I don't want to like overstep. I don't want to make her feel like she can't say no because she works for me. So if he's thinking about you and your best interests. Maybe he's not making these moves because he doesn't want to put you in a situation that you might feel like you can't say no to because of your job. You know what I mean? Like, if he asks you to dinner, maybe you feel like you can't say no because you work for him. So maybe if he's kind of backed off, it's because he's like, I don't want to put her in that position. So maybe he'll be more open if you come to him about it. But if you go to him about it and he's like, oh no, like I don't think we should do that, you know, those 3 nights were just like what they were, then I don't know. I don't know. This is just kind of fun. I think do what you want. Follow your intuition. Like, if you have a gut feeling that this guy is not scary or whatever, I mean, you fucking nanny for him. Like, I feel like a single guy that's like, yeah, I need a nanny, not just like a date night babysitter. Like, you know him. Like, you're a part of the family. Like, I've been a nanny before, and you kind of just like join the family a little bit, you know? So have a good time. Have a good fucking time. Anyway, that was so much fun. That's like all I have to say on that. Okay, next. Actually, let me drink some tea. I've been on my tea shit lately. Put a little bit of bee pollen in it and a little bit of stevia. Apparently bee pollen makes your titties grow. I don't know if that's true or not, but we're gonna find the fuck out. Okay, next. Hey, I absolutely love everything you do and you're such an inspiration. I love you. You are my little ray of sunshine. Jumping straight into it, at the minute I've been struggling to keep up with self-care and being the best version of myself. It's been getting my self-esteem and confidence quite low. I'm trying to build it back up from a bad experience with a new job I took that really took a... Sorry, I read that with the wrong... What is the word? I'm trying to build it back up from a bad experience with a new job I took that really took a toll on my anxiety. As I am usually quite confident, this is a weird situation to me. I feel like one day I'm great and I do everything I need to do, and the next I have no energy and just do the bare minimum. I also find myself thinking what other people think about me a lot, which I know doesn't matter, but I still find it affecting me. How do you stay motivated and build up? And how do I stay motivated and build up my self-confidence and self-esteem back up? I'm sorry. I don't think I'm using my brain very well. How do I stay motivated and build my confidence and self-esteem back up? Sorry, that was quite long. That's what she said, not what I said. Okay, you sound like me because you said, I'm usually quite confident, so this is a weird situation to me. I feel like one day I'm great and I do everything I need to do, and then the next I have no energy and I just do the bare minimum. I feel that, and I think, you know, you need to have grace with yourself and you need to be like, okay, well, like, I did this today, but like today I cannot be bothered. Like all last week, literally, I was like, I'm not going to the gym. I did not go to the gym. I went to the gym on Monday last week. That's it. I was like, I don't fucking want to go. I don't want to do it. I couldn't wake up. I was sleeping for almost 12 fucking hours. That's absurd. That's absurd. That's probably not healthy to get 12 hours of sleep every single day for a week straight. It's probably not healthy. So I feel like you know what to do. Like if you're somebody that's like usually pretty confident and you're usually pretty good at staying on track with your habits that, you know, make you feel good and keep you lively and spirited and like well kept, well maintained, happy, all those good things. I feel like you know exactly what to do. It's just it's a matter of riding it out. And I think the most like closely related thing I could say is like how I was saying I didn't wake up at all. I didn't go to the gym last week, but this week I woke like today, not yesterday. Yesterday I didn't wake up either. But today I was like, okay, like I woke up, I did my shit, I read, I journaled, I went to the gym, I did my shit, and I feel so good. But I feel like that last week's break, if I had just allowed myself to be completely at peace with the situation, it probably would have been a lot more effective for like my mental sanity. But I wasn't, because I am who I am, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing sleeping so late? Like I don't want to go to the gym, like you know. But I think you just kind of need to ride out the wave, because who fucking knows? Especially being a woman, like who fucking knows what your hormones are doing right now? Who knows? Like literally, I was looking up why do I get so sad and tired before my period, and literally the article was like, oh, your happy hormones go on vacation. So literally your happy hormones just deplete right before your period. Okay, perfect, thank you. Right when I need them most. I think, honestly, here's my best piece of advice for you. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take a day where you don't have a class, you don't have school, you don't have any responsibilities that you have to be somewhere for other people. Like, you need a you day. You need to carve out this day all for you. You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna delete TikTok off your phone. You're gonna delete Instagram off your phone. If you have Snapchat, you're deleting that. If you have Twitter, you're deleting it. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not called Twitter anymore. Delete all the social medias off your phone, okay? You don't need them. You don't need to see them. You don't need to do anything with them. What you're gonna do, you're gonna put on your favorite fucking TV shows, your favorite movies, whatever. You're gonna make a list of everything you want to do that day. So even if you're gonna start out at the gym, start out at the gym. Personally, for me, if I'm gonna have like a self-care reset day, it's not gonna be at the gym. It's gonna be a very like type of day. You know what I mean? You're gonna wake up. Here's what I would do. Let me tell you what I would do. If I was feeling like this, like, ugh, I just don't feel like myself. I can't be bothered to be motivated. I can't do anything. Any of that, okay? I would start my day. Clear social medias out from my phone because it's way too easy to go on social media. Even if you're trying to take a break and not go on social media, it's so easy just to, boop, let me just scroll. Like, oh, it won't be bad for my mental health. Like, there's funny videos in there. Pause. Rewind. That's not a true statement. I would wake up whenever the fuck I wanted. I would make my bed. I would take an everything shower. I would probably sit down on the shower floor even while I shave my legs. I would listen to a podcast, probably the girls' bathroom or the basement yard, or Morbid, depending on what day it was. I would listen to that in the shower because I love listening to podcasts in the shower. After that, I would make my breakfast. I would make sure my room was all clean. Eat my breakfast. Watch a show, make a little to-do list, or like listen to my podcast, make a little to-do list, scroll on Pinterest for like 30 fucking minutes. I swear Pinterest could solve all your problems. Like, you could completely reinvent yourself on Pinterest. Literally go on Pinterest and make a board of like my best self, and then just find things that you like, and then your best self is like, oh, I like that, you know. Then you're gonna have a self-care. You're gonna do whatever you want to your face, your facials, dermaplaning, waxing, whatever you want to do. You're gonna do your eyebrows, laminate your eyebrows, lash lift, or if you're not trying to do that on your own, book the appointments. Like, plan this out. Plan this day to be all about you and taking care of you and how you feel. And once you do that, you're gonna make a yummy lunch, or you're gonna order a lunch. You're gonna take yourself out to lunch, make a lunch, order a lunch, and you're gonna do something like that. It's gonna be so good and yummy, okay? You're gonna fucking do hair masks, hair oiling, whatever you wanna do, okay? Maybe you want your nails done. For me, I'm a press-on nail girly, so I do these myself. I would do these myself. I would like put on some makeup just for fucks, bro. Just for shits and giggles. Just journal. Make little to-do lists. Like, write down just literally anything you could do during a day that makes you feel like you're taking care of yourself and pampering yourself the way you deserve. Just do all those things, okay? And then you're gonna read a book. Read a fucking book for a while. It could be a self-help book. It could be a whatever. I just finished Happy Place by Emily Henry. Such a cute book. Loved it. Go on a walk. Paint. Do your favorite little hobbies that you don't really do because you're like, oh, well, you know, I don't really have time for them because you're tired from work or school, so you want to scroll on your phone and you're like, I don't have time for my hobbies. You do have time for your hobbies, but you haven't been prioritizing time for your hobbies. Oh, there's so many. The opportunities are endless. Absolutely endless. Once the nighttime comes, dinner is so fucking good. I love dinner. I love just having a full like day of like everything is so cozy and loving and like perfect for me. Just treat yourself to all the things that make you feel good. That's the best way to get it back. The absolute best way to get your shit back together is treating yourself. And I know that some people are like, oh, well, I can't do that because I don't deserve it. Like, no, you deserve it. And guess what? If it's something that's gonna help you be a better version of yourself tomorrow, then you deserve it today. Okay? Like, have I been a lazy piece of shit last week? You know what? Was I a lazy piece of shit? Did I not go to the gym? Absolutely. What did I do on Friday night? My friend and I ordered a pizza. We ordered garlic knots, Alfredo sauce. We baked brownies. What did we do on Saturday? we got subs, and we went to the beach. Did I deserve it? Yeah, I did. Because I knew that it would make me feel good, and I deserve to feel good. So I don't subscribe to all that, like, oh, what did you do to deserve that brownie? No. What did you do to deserve that facial? No. I deserve it because it makes me feel good, and I deserve to feel good. Repeat after me. I deserve it because it makes me feel good, and I deserve to feel good. Okay? Okay. Same thing goes. After you do a reset, like, I feel like your life, you're just going, oh, we're right back to being normal. We're right back to being confident and happy and perfect and gorgeous and lovely. Here's the analogy we're going to use for self-confidence. So imagine there's a well, okay? And when you're standing at the top of the well looking down in, that's when you're like, oh my God, a well. That's when you're feeling so confident, so good about yourself, so proud of yourself, so like, I don't give a fuck what other people are saying about me, like, I don't care. When you start to feel that like lack of confidence, that's you stumbling into the well. So now you're at the bottom of the well looking up. You're like, fuck, I'm at the bottom of the well. The only thing that can get me out of the well is if somebody throws me a fucking rope. So what are you doing? You're vulnerable. You're sitting down there relying on other people, right? You're sitting down at the bottom of this fucking well, relying on somebody at the top of the well, hopefully to come, look, see you, throw you a rope so you could use it to climb out. That's what you're doing when you have low self-confidence. You at the bottom of that well is you feeling like, oh, I need somebody to come to make me feel good. I need somebody to come to get me out of here. No, 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 no. You could get yourself out of there. You could get yourself the fuck out of there if you really wanted to. You don't need anybody else's help to get your ass out of the bottom of that well. Like, you're fine. You could climb the fucking walls. You could do it. Okay? Just like, you don't need anybody else. I don't really know if that was the best analogy. In my head, it worked really well, but I don't think I was able to get that out entirely, how it is up here, out here. Regardless, the point is, when you're feeling that like, ooh, I feel like that's like the same feeling when you have the low self-confidence, is like, you feel like you're stuck at the bottom of the well. It's like, no matter what you do, you're just like, oh, I can't get out, I can't get out. Like, I need somebody else to do it. And then you're looking down, being like, oh, I wish I was that person at the top of the well, because they don't need to get out of the well. Like, all they can do is help me get out of the well, and I wish I was them, and I wish I wasn't stuck down here. That's what it feels like to have low self-confidence, right? It sucks. It fucking sucks. I get it. I get it, girl. And it's frustrating because, especially if you're like normally a very confident, sure of yourself person, feeling like that, I feel like can hit you a lot harder than if you are kind of baseline normally feeling that way, which, tragic. I feel so sad for the people that don't see their own worth in themselves. Ugh, it makes me so fucking mad. But like, I feel like if you're normally baseline up here and then you're suddenly down here, like, I feel like it hurts so much more, because you're like, what the fuck is this? How do I get out of it? What do I do? All that stuff, you know? You don't need to do that. Because guess what? The only difference between you at the top of the well and you at the bottom of the well is the fact that you tripped and fell. You couldn't help that. Everybody trips and falls once in a while. It's just, you need to figure it the fuck out. So honestly, you need to be like, hey, I'm at the bottom of fucking... I'm really running with this analogy. You guys are going to have to hang on with me, okay? Just hang on. Let my brain do its thing. What you're going to need to do, you're at the bottom of the well right now. You have low self-confidence. You're like, wow, like, I don't feel great. Like, I have not been on my shit. Like, I feel like other people are talking about me, whatever. Great. You know what you need to do? Hey, hi yourself. I'm at the bottom of a fucking well. Can you please come fucking help me? You need to call, give a little ring to your higher self, aka the best version of yourself, aka the version you could be literally anytime you want to be. Hey, I'm at the bottom of a fucking well. I need you to come throw me a rope. Okay? What does that look like? The best version of yourself wouldn't be down there, okay? Why? Because they're not gonna let themselves get down there, but they can pull you right out, because they're just gonna start doing what you need to do. They're gonna say, okay, I'm feeling really low self-confidence. I don't really wanna, like, I'm just sad. I don't wanna leave the house today. Nope, because what is your best self gonna do? Your best self's gonna be like, nope, actually you do want to leave the house today, because you feel a lot better when you wake up in the morning, you get ready, you put on a cute little outfit, and you go out. You leave the fucking house, even if it's just to go to Walmart, to go to fucking, I don't know, to go get a little coffee. Even if all you have to do is finish 2 sentences of an essay. You're not going to do it sitting in your bed. You're going to go. You're going to put on a cute outfit and you're going to go to a coffee shop. You're going to go do it. That's going to make you feel so good. I don't know what the science is, but it works. I don't know what the fucking science is. I just know it works. You need to tell your higher self to show the fuck up. Long story short, you're going to be okay. You just need to give yourself the grace. You just need to give yourself the time and the space to be okay with exactly where you're at. Once you can accept, like, I am feeling shitty and I'm feeling low confidence right now. Once you can, that sucks. It's an ego hit, especially if you're a really confident person normally. Do you know how hard it is to accept that, like, you're not feeling confident at the time? Like, do you know how hard that is to, like, that it's such a fucking ego hit? You're like, ooh, what happened? What is that? Who did that? No, it can't be low confidence because that doesn't happen to me. No, because it does, because we're human. It happens to everyone. Just accept it and move the fuck on. As long as we keep this right here, nobody needs to know about that well analogy. And scene. Next. This one. I was going to go to Vegas with my 2 girl best friends. However, they planned and coordinated outfits all without me and then just told me to buy the stuff they did and essentially pushed me out of the vacation. I said I felt left out and they said it's because I have a smaller budget as I pay for everything myself and their parents are paying for them. Advice? Fuck them. Fuck them royally. Fuck them unroyally. Fuck them disrespectfully and respectfully, because what the fuck? So trios are just always a recipe for disaster because there's always a duo and a trio. You can't convince me that there's any trio out in this world where all 3 of them are as equally, that's it, just as equally. No matter what, somebody's gonna feel like, ooh, I don't like how I feel right now. I'm feeling a little bit left out. And somebody always has to sit in the back of the car. What's that about? Unless we have a bench seater, which they don't make those anymore, do they? But here's what my advice would be. Go to Vegas. Look cute as fuck in your outfits. Be the bitch that stands out, okay? They want a matchy. Okay, bitch. You guys are pulling up in an all white outfit. You both are wearing the exact same thing. I'm pulling up in all black. Guess where all the eyes are going? Me, bitches. Not you two. Not you two fuckers. I think that's so incredibly disrespectful of, like, if I had a friend, I just can't even imagine that. Like, their parents are paying for everything. Like, of course their budget is bigger because their parents are, and I just think it's incredibly disrespectful on their behalf that, like, they're not seeing, like, hey, maybe this trip we're gonna follow your budget. Because, like, okay, I feel like there's a happy medium between, like, okay, I can afford this and you can't, but I still want this. I don't want to, like, knock my experience down just because you can't. But that's when you're like, let me get you this. Let me spot you here. Or let's meet in the middle. You know, I just feel like that's so fucking rude. And I feel like this probably isn't the first time that they've done some shit like this. Like, kind of just, like, excluded you. And we're like, well, you can figure it out. Sorry. Like, it's just giving Mean Girls. And I don't like that. Yeah, you said I feel left out. And they said, well, it's because you don't have as much money as we do for this. Okay. If, like, that's just so mean. I can't even imagine fucking saying that to someone. Like, that's just mean. My advice, fucking, yeah. If you're still gonna go to Vegas with them, pull up, look hotter than them, be a better person than they are, which I'm sure you already fucking are because they seem pretty mean. And then just take this as a learning lesson. Like, if this is happening now where they're still, I'm sure you guys are probably like, what, like 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, because I feel like if mom and dad are still paying for their shit, like, they're probably not older than 22, 23, max 23. Take that as a sign that they're not gonna get nicer overnight. They're not gonna stop having that mindset overnight. So maybe it's time for new friends. That fucking sucks. But that's why there's bitches like me out here trying to tell you, you don't need to buy a whole bunch of new shit to look hot. And guess what? You know what money can't buy? A good fucking personality and a kind fucking spirit. Money can't buy that. So at the end of the day, you're so much richer than they are. Fuck them. I'm mad. I don't even have anything like, oh, well, maybe they were just, no, I don't care. That's petty, and I don't approve. So I hope that if you're going to Vegas, like, I get it. If you already booked these flights, you're already committed. Go to Vegas. Have a good fucking time. Get drunk. Don't worry about them. Win more money than them in the casino anyway. And then when you get back, I would just leave. I would just pack my bags and go. We're fucking seeing that one. One more. And action. How do you have continued motivation to get to the gym? Funny you're asking that after I just told you everything I just said. Also, are you in a calorie deficit? Did you ever use a coach to get into a routine? I'm in a fitness coaching program with a calorie deficit, but getting over my gym anxiety feels impossible. First and foremost, continued motivation is a fucking scam. It's giving MLM, pyramid scheme. It's the same. Just think about motivation as a fucking pyramid scheme. We all know that pyramid schemes are a joke. We all know that fucking, I don't know, what is it? Rodan and Fields and Arbonne and all that shit. We all know that it's a jokey joke. It's like, oh my god, this product's so amazing. All you need to do is spend $5,000 and then you get 2 whole products. And soon enough, you could have a Mercedes too. That's what motivation is giving, okay? Motivation is a feeling, just like sadness is a feeling, just like happiness is a feeling, just like anger is a feeling. Motivation is a feeling. Discipline is not a feeling. Discipline is a fact. Discipline is something that is unmovable. Discipline is like the rock that the water flows over, okay? The discipline is the rock. Motivation is the water. Motivation might fucking dry up soon, but this rock, it's not going anywhere. Discipline, she's not going anywhere, okay? Okay. I've said it once, I will say it again. If you are asking somebody how to have motivation, you have motivation. You have enough motivation to want to be motivated, to want something. Motivation. Let's fucking pull out the dictionary, bitch. Motivation. Definition. The reason or reasons one has for acting or behaving in a particular way. The general desire or willingness of someone to do something. AKA want. I have the motivation to buy ice cream. I want to buy ice cream. Okay, same exact fucking thing, okay? If you are asking somebody, how do you want to go to the gym? You do want to go to the gym. You do want to. You're just letting other things get in your fucking way. That's where discipline comes into play. Discipline doesn't care that you're scared. Discipline doesn't care that you have anxiety. Discipline doesn't give a flying fuck. Discipline will always be here for you. Discipline is the one thing that is unwavering. It's up to you to decide if you're going to remain disciplined, but discipline will always be here. Motivation will come and go. You don't decide if motivation stays or goes. You decide if you follow the path. There's the discipline path. That's if you do this, you will get here. Just take this path. And then there's the motivation path. It's like, if you get on this path, it might stop and it might go the wrong way, but you'll start. So a lot of times you get on the motivation path and then you have, okay, there's a fork in the road. We go the discipline route or we go, let's keep relying on motivation. The discipline route will 100% guarantee you results for whatever it is that you're trying to get disciplined for. It'll guarantee that those things happen. The motivation route, no. The motivation route, you usually end up right back at square one. You go, discipline, motivation, motivation. Okay, discipline or motivate. Nope, it's a fucking never-ending cycle. So if you rely on anything in life to be done through motivation, wrong. Why do you think there's literally people called motivational speakers? Because they get you to a place where you're like, I want to do this. It's not the motivation that's driving you, it's the discipline that's driving you. Do you think any motivational speaker literally wakes up every single day and they're like, I am so motivated to go speak in front of so many people? No, because guess what? Motivation's a feeling. People wake up tired, people wake up sad, people wake up angry, and they still do their shit because they're disciplined. They're disciplined. You go to your job every single day. I bet your job gives you anxiety too. I bet you're scared to not go to your job because you're scared of the consequences. Let's have a little bit more discipline. You can't let feelings, I understand anxiety, depression, I get that those are all very serious medical concerns, but at the end of the fucking day, your reality It's all up here, okay? You're in a fitness coaching program. You did the first step. You had enough motivation to be like, I'm gonna pay money, I'm gonna sign up. Now you just have to stick with it. And it's not easy. And that's why it's so easy for you to go back into your comfort zone, retreat back into your shell, and be like, oh, well, I'm anxious. I have anxiety, it feels really hard, it's scary. It wasn't scary though when you did the first step. It's just the fact that now is like, okay, the only thing left to do from here is go. You have to actively leave your comfort zone and fucking do it. And that's the road of discipline. Honestly, yeah, it's fucking scary and it sucks. Do I still get gym anxiety sometimes? Literally this morning when I got into the gym, I was like, I haven't been here in a fucking week. Like, I'm a little bit fucking nervous. There's no good reason for it. It's literally the fucking gym. It's the gym. Like, it's... Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you're either going to stay here forever and continue to be scared and continue to allow your emotions to dictate how you live your life, or you're just going to put your fucking head down and you're going to say, this sucks, I hate it, it makes me feel bad, it makes me want to cry, it makes me want to scream, it makes me want to throw up, but I know that after 5 days of this feeling, I'll get to the other side. Because you're going to feel that way regardless, so why not fucking make a move with it? You could sit here in your comfort zone and be so scared and feel so panicked and so uncomfortable and so, I don't know what's gonna happen. While you're in your comfort zone, this feeling will never go away. You're just gonna continue to be like in your safe space about it. And then you're gonna feel even worse because you're like, well, I'm just sitting here. I'm just in my comfort zone and I can't fucking leave, but I'm so scared to leave, so I can't leave. So it's a never ending cycle. Or you could decide like, I'm gonna feel this feeling whether I'm in my comfort zone or not, so I might as well fucking get something out of it. I might as well get a reward for the price that I have to pay. I might as well get something out of this fucking shitty fucking feeling that I'm dealing with. And guess what? Once you do it, you're gonna realize, wow, it wasn't that fucking deep. If you're scared to go to the gym, if your fitness coaching program is online, go to a gym. Get a real human being personal trainer. They're gonna follow you around the gym the whole time. They're not gonna leave your side if they're a good one. Boom. You and that person, besties. They're not gonna leave you. You're not gonna leave them. What are you doing? You're going to the gym. If this isn't something that you can do alone, like if this is not something that you could get yourself to do by yourself, you need to make it easier for yourself. Like, discipline is literally about making your life easy for yourself and just fucking doing things when you don't want to do them. That's all that discipline is. So if you can't bring yourself to go to the gym alone, even if like you're following a fitness program online, like you have to make it easy for yourself. You have to make it easier for yourself. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You have to be willing to make your own life easier, or else you're just going to sit here and be fucking miserable. And that's literally the bottom line. And maybe it sounds a little bit harsh, maybe it's a little bit rude, what the fuck ever, because that's the facts. That's the bottom line. Like, it is what it is. Make it easy for yourself, or continue to make your life hard. And by that, sitting in your comfort zone and feeling these feelings of anxiety, you could be sitting here and feeling them, or you could be feeling them while you're actively overcoming them. You know what I mean? Am I in a calorie deficit? Sometimes. I've been trying to be in one recently, but I fell off track a little bit. For the most part, I'm pretty on track, but when I do calorie deficit stuff, it's strict during the week. And by strict, I mean like, I don't really care what, I don't know how to explain this. Like, I'm not like, oh, I have to, I'm strict with it, but like, I try to be in a calorie deficit right now because I was eating in a surplus because I wanted to put on mass, and I'm okay with how I look and I want to take off fat. So yes and no. I never used a coach to get into my routine, but that's just because I kind of grew up in, not like in the gym, but like in sports. Like, I always played soccer, and then once I got to high school soccer, you know, we were working out at the gym as part of our training. And then ever since then, I kind of just like, okay, I was just learning new things. Like, I look back at my fucking form, like I literally remember, I think I was in 9th grade and I posted a gym video on Instagram. the form of my squat was diabolical. I don't know who was letting me do that. I don't know who was letting me do that shit. But like, yeah, like you live and you learn. But I think gym coaches are absolutely amazing. Like, I know a lot of people that have a gym coach and they absolutely love it. One, it's like, you have to go. Like, you have to go. This person is literally waiting for you to show up. It's like a hair appointment. Like, you wouldn't not go to a hair appointment. So why would you not go to your coaching appointment? You know what I mean? But yeah, I think you just have to decide, I'm not happy with the way that I feel and I want to make a change. And you have to find the easiest path to make that change. And by easy, I don't mean that it's not gonna be like a fucking cakewalk. It's not gonna be a walk in the park. But you getting a personal trainer at the gym is easier for you than just going to the gym one day and hoping for the best. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my 2 cents on that. I hope by now you guys have realized I'm a lover of tough love. I respond best to tough love. I don't respond well to like very like, it's okay, it's okay. Because yes, it's nice to feel that once in a while, but when you're asking questions, especially to unbiased people, like, the best thing that I have heard, like the times where I'm taking the most action is when I'm getting tough love. Usually I don't respond to it very well if it's from like people that I know and love, just because I'm like, well, oh, you don't think I'm fucking perfect? What's that about? I thought you loved me. It's a joke, guys. But like the other day, this brand, oh my gosh, humbling. This brand, I was messaging them on the Shop My platform that I use to like link my outfits and stuff, right? I was like, hey, like, I would love to, you know, try out some stuff. Like, basically, I was asking you for gifted products from this brand because I was like, I want to try them out. I've heard so much about them. And it's a big-ass brand, so I don't feel bad asking. Like, it wasn't like it was, like, a cute small business. Besides the point. It's a big-ass brand, okay? And they're like, ooh, like, thanks so much for reaching out. Currently, we're only gifting to people with a larger audience who generate way more organic sales. And I was like, ooh, humbling to say the least. And I know I'm not like fucking like huge on any social medias, right? Like, I know that like I'm in the grand scheme, like in the Monets and the Alexes of the world, we're just in our own little corner having a good time, right? But like, if they had been like, yeah, girl, for sure, it's so easy to fucking like rest on your laurels. I don't even know what that means. I don't know what that means. Rest on your laurels? What's a laurel? They had like gifted me, it was Aritzia. That's what I'm, okay, it was Aritzia. I don't know why I'm like, oh, it was a big brand. No, it was Aritzia, okay? It makes sense. They're a big ass brand. They don't need to be wasting their fucking time and money sending me something. They don't need the marketing. They don't need the promotion. They send that shit to Monet, to Alex. Yeah, something's gonna be done about it. They're gonna get their fucking money's worth. You know what I'm saying? So, if they had just been like, oh yeah, like for sure, I'd be like, oh, Aritzia sending me something? Like, I'm in a way better place than I thought I was at. No, girl. Humble alert, humble alert. Keep fucking going. But I love that because it's like, ooh, you're right, bitch. Like, I'm sorry for even daring to ask. Let me step the fuck up and I'll get back to you. Actually, one better. Let me step the fuck up and you can get back to me. I love tough love because I like being better. Like, why would you not want to be better? We're literally just like a little Sims character, okay? Like, it's literally just like, what would you do? You would build your Sim the best house. You give them the best outfit. You would give them the best job. Do that to yourself, bitch. You're your own little fucking Sim. You're in your whole little reality show. I was talking about this in the last week's episode. Imagine a camera crew following you around, and it's called The You Show, and you're just sitting there. I'm scared to go to the gym. I don't want to do this because I'm scared. And nobody's gonna watch that fucking show. Nobody gives a fuck. I'm sorry, nobody cares. The show where they're like, yeah, I'm fucking scared, but guess what? I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna do that shit anyway because life is too fucking short. life's too fucking short. You're scared to go to the gym because of what people might think of you. Ooh, somebody's using their brain and thoughts are happening in their brain that you literally don't know. You literally don't see their thoughts. When you're doing something inside of your comfort zone, you're not scared that people are judging you. You're not scared that people are making fun of you. You're not scared about what other people are thinking because it's your comfort zone. You don't think anything of it. But when you go outside your comfort zone, immediately you're like, well, what will people think? What will people say? It doesn't fucking matter. It literally doesn't fucking matter. And I wish that there was a way for my brain wires to go into your brain wires and give them a jump start to be like, it doesn't fucking matter. So you can have a little bit of like, you know what I'm saying? You're okay with being in your comfort zone because you're not scared that somebody's judging your comfort zone because you've built this whole little perfect bubble. And right when you go outside of that bubble, you're like, no, because you're not going to go anywhere in life if you don't get outside of your comfort zone. So why not just start now? Just start now. Make it easier for yourself, because you could get 20 years down the line and you could be one of those people that would be like, oh, if I could go back to my 20s and just not care what people thought. Yeah, well, you're in your 20s now, so act like it. I don't even know if you're in your 20s. Sorry, I just assumed that you were in your 20s. But anyway, on that note, that concludes episode 4 of the Pretty Princess Command Center, motherfuckers. So I hope you have a good fucking day.